What can surprisingly kill someone? Death from laughter is a rare form of death, usually resulting from either cardiac arrest or asphyxiation, that has itself been caused by a fit of laughter. GoPro cameras on helmets. The mount creates a focused pressure point upon impact and can pierce through helmets. People have died when the camera mount punctures through the skull. Deer kill more Americans a year than any other animal, and it's not even close. Granted, most of that is from traffic collisions, but still. Death by Bambi is not the way you'd want to go. Drinking too much water, aka water intoxication, not like choking on it and drowning, but you can drink so much water it causes pressure in your skull that leads to headaches, double vision, coma and death. Acetaminophen, Tylenol. Taking too much can destroy your liver. Cleaning, accidentally mixing of certain cleaning products, mainly bleach, with other cleaners, can cause toxic fumes. Add in, it's usually in a small space and it can be deadly. Take it back, https://www.healthline.com/health-in-a-sneeze #side-effects. According to experts' trusted source, the pressure caused by holding in a sneeze can potentially lead to the rupturing of a brain aneurysm. This is a life-threatening injury that can lead to bleeding in the skull around the brain. Don't mess with your garage door machinery without knowing what you're doing. People are often killed and maimed by broken garage door springs. Sound. You can get killed by sonar waves, and a defense strategy for submarines against boarding is turning on sonar. It also kills sea life, though. This video made it to all a few months back, https://www.youtube.com/watch?v=smizer7_s, though I believe they determined it was a military boat's sonar and not a sub's. It's crazy how clear it sounds underwater. Rocking a vending machine. Abalone, Paua. When they stick to a rock, pretty much nothing can pry them off. My friend's auntie had a clump of her hair clamped down by one of them while snorkeling and she drowned. Caffeine. If you somehow manage to quickly consume 10 grams of caffeine, 50 to 100 cups of coffee, you might die. Eating 40.000 bananas in 10 minutes, then the radioactive poisoning will kill you. Boredom. Chronic boredom can lead to depression and loss of passion. It can cause people to seek out a rise in drama because not enough is happening in their life. It can sit on your shoulders and remind you of all the bad things that have happened. It can also lead people to doing some really stupid things, including hard drugs or various forms of gambling. A bunch of apple seeds. That small jump from one ledge to another, the next thing you know you smashed your head on some pebbles. Just a few cherry pits. They contain cyanide. Banana peel on the floor. Holding in your poo. There have been cases of people who were too ashamed to defecate in nature that it caused a blockage leading to their death. Salt. About 4 tablespoons can kill an adult, 5 teaspoons can kill a kid. My mum's friend died years ago riding a rubber ring behind a speedboat. He flipped out of the ring and hit the water badly. They all went back to the hotel to get ready for a night out. He said his neck hurt, so he was going to stay in his room. They found him dead the next morning. The force of hitting the water had broken his neck and given him brain damage, but somehow he wasn't in much pain, so thought he could sleep it off. Nope. An infection. Of any size. Seriously guys. Sepsis kills. Please educate yourselves on the warning signs. Edit. https://www.nhs.uk/conditions/sepsis/. Just about anything if you are talented enough. Beach umbrellas. Add enough wind and they get mighty deadly. I once saw him kill 3 men in a bar with a pencil. The power of a sharp pencil is often underestimated. Stabbed in the neck with an icicle. Also, the weapon melts away. That one goddamn snail. Too many vitamins. It surprises me how many people don't realize how serious vitamin poisoning can be. Sneezing. As you unbalance yourself, fall, hit your head and die of brain damage. The death of a spouse. A lot of elderly people pass shortly after their partners because their grief is too great. You can kill a woman if you blow air into her vagina. 0.3 milligrams of the right substance. Plants. Eating the wrong ones will kill you. Okay, someone somewhere is definitely taking notes from this thread. Radiator fluid, aka car coolant. Do not drink it. Do not smell it. Do not store it in sports drinks bottles. Also, over-exercising can lead to compartment syndrome and/or rhabdomyolysis. Welcome to CrossFit. Curiosity. Pretty much anything. Death finds a way. Cockroaches. I'm highly allergic. Pretty much everything. In the right quantity. Husband couldn't sleep so he mixed Seroquel and Benadryl. Apparently it shuts you down and you can't breathe. He passed away at 35 and I found him. Popping zits on your face. Carrots. If you watched Shoot 'em Up, you know what I mean. Books. Remember John Wick 3? Not breathing in carbon dioxide. Although we need to breathe oxygen to live, it is inhaling the CO2 that triggers our impulse to breath, and without it we suffocate, also known as oxygen toxicity. Stimulus negotiations. A wholesome award. Garlic in oil. A bite from the decapitated head of your enemy, who woulda though? You can drown in as little as 2 inches of water if you pass out face down in a puddle. You can die while having sex, so stay pure kids, smiley face. In the past 10 years more people died while taking selfies than from shark attacks. A surprise. Kinder Joy. Not eating enough food with iron. Just recently I was admitted to the ER after some blood work. I needed an emergency blood transfusion right away. I was so anemic, my hemoglobin levels were at a 2 when they're not supposed to drop below a 13. The doctors did various tests to see if I was bleeding internally or anything that could be causing me to lose blood, but everything came back negative. The doctor concluded that I was simply iron deficient. With my levels that low, the doctor told me if I were to pass out, which I was close to numerous times that day, there was a good chance I would have never woken back up. After 2 pints of blood and a quart of sodium chloride, I was prescribed an iron supplement and told to eat more spinach. Eat your veggies, kids. The spring on a garage door opener. Do not mess with that if you don't have the right tools and know exactly what you're doing. There's a lot of force bound up in that spring, and it can literally cut a person in half if it lets go all at once. Eating wild mushrooms. 5-year me didn't know that. Ended up having to have my stomach pumped and drink charcoal. A murderer you didn't see coming. I'd assume most people are surprised when a murderer kills them. Nitrogen narcosis. As a scuba diver, it's something I need to be careful of. As elementary science teaches us, nitrogen is by far the most abundant gas in the Earth's atmosphere. Under normal circumstances, inhaled nitrogen gas is immediately exhaled. However, under pressure, like when diving, some of that nitrogen can enter the bloodstream, think like carbonation in soda. At low doses it does nothing, but as nitrogen levels build it begins to mess with your nervous system. It creates feelings of confusion and euphoria. Underwater that's a very bad thing. Divers have been known to forget they were diving and take their gear off or forget which way was up and drown because of the narcotic effect. In higher dose it can cause more severe neurological symptoms like seizures. Someone popping out of an oversized birthday cake with a knife. Masturbation can cause your brain to glitch, leading to death. An uppercut to the nose. It's possible that pieces of bone can be propelled into the brain and cause instant death. Being President of the United States. Statistically, it's the most dangerous line of work. Bullets. There is a powder inside that can explode, causing the tip to rapidly separate from the casing. The tip can have enough energy, particularly if in a tube that is only open on one end, to penetrate flesh, causing loss of blood or damage to internal organs. Blood and organs are needed for life. Calamari. The nerdy, introverted, quiet kid that everybody in class picks on. The chances that they'll react by becoming a school shooter, becoming a professional assassin, becoming a deadly black hat hacker, or develop the courage to act on their repressed impulses to get revenge via discreet violence, such as killing you in your sleep, or low to say the least, but never 0. Humans are really fragile creatures. Like if stick your thumb in that, dip it in your neck just between you two collar bones and push really hard, you can die. Insert air between your thumb with a syringe and you will die from a heart attack. Honestly, I could go on and on. I know too many ways to kill people and how to hide their bodies so it can never be found out. Even if it's found, they can never trace it to me. Before you go of thinking I am a psychopath, I just look to read murder mysteries and find flaws in the murderer's grasp on the situation. Many a times the murder wasn't intentional and the killer would get caught because of his stupidity. So I thought that God forbid I ever come in such a situation, I should exactly what to do. An air bubble. Apple seeds contain cyanide. Chew enough of them and you'll die in a minute. Literally anything. A stern look from Chuck Norris. I feel like people don't realize how even the tiniest cut can kill them if they don't take care of it. I see it defended a lot in the home tattoo, piercing community, but if any kind of open wound gets infected and is left untreated, it can enter the bloodstream and cause septic shock. Thanks for watching. See you later.